Hello everyone, welcome to Kallada Academy. In this particular video, we will be understanding on defining on with the promotion terms with your influencers. So once you have done the outreach and you have reached out to your chosen influencers, right, with a message, with a mail, and you have amplified the messages, amplified the emails that you might have sent across with comments and the other options by which you have done the outreach. The next step that comes along is about defining on with the promotion terms. Now once you want to define in with the promotion terms, the first thing that you have to be understanding is whether your influencers demographics, right, is gelling with yours or not. So until and unless your demography is gelling with the influencers demography, it will not be suiting your kind of business to use this specific promotional technique. So what you do is that if you have sent across and with an objective of an building up awareness of your brand or a product, then you have sent across this kind of a message which we discussed in the last video that you had checked out on. So hey, do you offer promotions? I am looking for an influencer to promote my travel account and help me grow my audience. So that was the kind of awareness that I want to build in for my travel niche. Now once I have sent across with this, what will happen, right? There will be a message, a reply that will be coming in most of your scenarios. Then just see, Luke might have rather replied in with, hey, thanks for your message and I'm definitely interested. Then what am I doing is I'm sending across because I want to know Luke's demographics, right? Whether Luke's demography is aligned with my kind of a demography or not. Then I'll be rather sending across this kind of a message that's great, looking forward to working with you. Do you mind sending me a screenshot of your audience demography? Please, I just need to check that they are similar to my kind of audience, right? Thanks. And Luke's finally sends me the demography breakup out here, right, with respect to age, the gender wise kind of a demography, and this is on the last 30 days setup that is there, right? So if this demography is getting aligned with mine, right, then only I get ahead with my further discussions with Luke, right? Else I would rather end this discussion. I'll thank Luke and I'll go ahead with the other different influencers which are available in my kind of niche that I'm exploring, right? So having said that, the next thing, once it is all good and I have been aligned with the demography and I liked Luke's demography and it is getting well accepted by my kind of followers and it is getting connected on, what is the next thing that we need to be doing in? The next thing is defining on the content type. Right now we discuss on with the format, the source, the outline, as well as the asset, because in promotional terms, once we are defining in, we need to be very much clear on what kind of a format that I want from my influencer, what will be the sources, right, what will be the outline that I want to add up with, and finally what kind of an asset that I'll be creating on, so that I'll be able to track down the results of this influencer marketing campaign that I'll start off with. So having said that, the first thing, it is with the format type. Now if I want to get into any kind of a promotional message, right, then perhaps I can start off with this kind of a image that you can see, right, a flash sale. And if I'm promoting on with the for example something like a yoga mat, so you can see out here that I have rather added on a kind of a demo influencer's image, and I'm sending across to my prospect influencer that is there, right? And if this is getting aligned in, I'll perhaps get along with this particular kind of an image that is there, right? So format in itself becomes very much important. If I'm interested in to put up a carousel kind of a setup, right, for my yoga mat example that I had taken right, this kind of again setup can also be rather useful for me, right? It is not like that I'll be choosing on promotional message in itself, right? I can choose on with a carousel format message also, right? And I'll be rather sending across to my influencer for a understanding, right? Apart from that, we can also explore on with the source. So source becomes my second aspect that is there. So whether I want my influencer to create a specific video, right, you in their homes, right, or they will be creating the video on their own, or I will be creating the video and I'll be using the influencer's images, or I'll be integrating a few different videos of the influencer, right? So source in itself, it is again an important thing that we'll be considering on whenever we are defining the promotional terms in the form of the content. The next aspect is about the outline, right? So what you want your influencer to be doing in, right? Do you want the influencer to be defining the benefits or the quality of the yoga mats? If I'm into the yoga mats example, that if I continue with the yoga mats example that is there, right? Do I want to showcase the looks of the yoga mat? So whenever the video will be getting created, or any kind of an image or a carousel content, it is getting created by the influencer, right? Both the options in itself, it is quite good, right? Whether the influencer is creating the video or I am shooting the video on behalf of the influencer, right? Whatever the source becomes, in the outline I have to be very much clear. I have to be telling the influencer that I want to showcase on the looks of that specific yoga mat, or the any kind of a product that I want to promote in. Whether the shoot that I require in has to be in a yoga studio, right, or an in like indoor kind of an outline, or something like an outdoor shoot, right? So it will be in a beach that the influencer has to shoot the video, right? So I'll be clearing this thing off right away in the outline option. Finally, what we do is we have to be focusing on with the asset. So where do you want your prospects to land up on, right? Whether it is like a specific product page that you have created in, or any product related landing page that you might have built upon, right? So again, once you are creating these assets, it is a better idea that you always be using on a few different tracking tools. Like for example, you have tinyurl, you have bit.ly, which helps you to track down on the clicks which are happening in, right? So finally, once you have a product page, and you might have integrated with a form like this, for example, right? You have a promotion which you are doing in with your influencer, and once people are clicking in, your prospects are clicking in that the link which is being promoted by the influencer, they are getting into a specific landing page for the individual influencers. So if I have connected with 2 or 3 different influencers, then I'm creating 3 different landing pages for these 3 different influencers, so that the tracking as well as the sales, which perhaps, or rather if whatever the objective I'm having in, if the objective is getting satisfied, so I should be able to understand, I should be able to track down that that specific conversion has happened from that specific influencer in itself. So once they are getting into a landing page, I can ask the influencer, I can ask the the prospects to fill out the form. So once they fill out the form, I'll get these people into a mailing list. Now this mailing list I can use in with any of your email marketing tools that you are actually using in, right? We can use in something like a MailChimp, an Aweber, a Brevo, an Active Campaign, something like a ConvertKit, anything that is comfortable in any kind of a CRM tool that you might have used in, you can integrate with that. And finally, you can give kind of a downloadable white paper, a PDF, something like if I'm exploring on with yoga mats, I can put in 10 ways to lose weight in 7 days kind of thing, right? So that might be a kind of a white paper, a PDF document, whereby people can, like, whenever they will be filling out this form, they will be able to download that a document right away, right? So with this, we'll be defining in with the assets, right? Once we are closing down on the promotional terms with my influencers, right? So that's it for this video, and we'll meet up with you in our upcoming videos that are there.